What is your name and what business do you run on University?
My name is Damon Johnson and my business is Grooming House Barbershop.
How did you come up with the name for your business?
I wanted to try to do something that was a little more friendly, something that everybody could see and kind of understand what we were doing and seemed a little more upscale.
All right. What is your role at the grooming house?
I'm a barber and also I'm pretty much in charge of doing all our marketing and design and stuff like that.
How long have you been in business?
We've actually been in business for about 4 years. I've actually been cutting hair myself for about 11 years. Well, actually with a license for 11 years.
All right. Could you tell us a bit more about yourself? How did you get into the grooming business?
I got into barbering probably when I was about 12 years old. I used to live out in the suburbs. There wasn't a lot of places that knew how to cut my kind of hair. So I started cutting my hair and my brother's hair as practice, and then I got better at it over the years. And my grandma's also a barber, so once I graduated, she kind of talked me into doing it as a full-time profession.
Okay, so your whole family was basically a barber, most of them.
A couple of them.
All right. Are you familiar with the area?
Yeah, I'm actually from the area originally. Used to live on Carroll Street when I was a kid.
Why did you feel the need to move your business to a new location?
Well, the one that we were in wasn't too bad, but it was an older building, so it needed a lot of upkeep. And then there's a light rail coming through, so we know that a lot of the street parking was going to be taken up on University Avenue. So we decided it would be best for us to get into a newer location where we had a lot more parking so that we could try to accommodate our customers during construction and also afterwards.
Do you know anything about the history of this building where your business is located now?
I know there used to be a police station, and I hear before that there used to be a lot of other things that were on that corner. There was, I think, some strip clubs and peep shows and a bunch of stuff like that.
What are your concerns about the light rail being built on University Avenue?
The biggest concern really is how it will affect businesses during the construction, and then even some of the businesses also afterwards, just for the simple fact that they won't have any street parking for their customers. So if people can't really get to you like they're used to, or it's not as easy for them to get to, a lot of times eventually they'll just end up going to other places where it's a little easier. So I'm a little concerned about that.
How will the CCLRT affect your employees?
The type of business that we have, if anything, some of them might end up leaving on their own because we don't actually give them paychecks. They actually work off 100% commission. So they have their own clientele. They pay out a certain amount to rent their space that they're actually using. So if it ever got to that point where they don't think that they could afford their booth rent, then they probably would end up possibly leaving on their own, going somewhere else.
There is funding to help small business during the light rail construction. Do you get to use these funds?
I've heard a little bit about it, but I'm not exactly sure how it works. There's so much stuff going on with all these different organizations they have set up to supposedly help out, but there's not a lot of information directly on who exactly you go through and get in contact with to actually be able to use some of those funds.
How will changes in rent and property taxes affect your business?
It'll be interesting to see. We're actually in the process of trying to get our stuff organized so that we can purchase our space.
Are there any final comments you would like to make about the light rail or construction of it?
I just hope that everything runs smoothly and it allows my business and a lot of the other local businesses to stay in business and continue to grow. A lot of times when these projects happen, it has a way of kind of pushing out the local businesses because it makes it too expensive or unaffordable for the small businesses, and then a lot of the bigger corporate ones come in. So I definitely I definitely hope that it allows us to stay in business and find a way to be a part of this new community.